Jesus encouraged me, so I wanted to encourage you real quick. Something that I always heard, and I knew that was in the Bible, and I would read it often, especially in Joshua 1:9. It says, "Be of good courage." Like, have I not commanded you to be of good courage? And I started to think, I'm like, why are you saying be of good courage? Is there a bad courage? And he said, yes. Because the good kind of courage is the courage that's rooted in faith rather than human strength, which is pride and arrogance or recklessness. So good courage comes from trusting in Jesus, his promises, in his presence. It is the courage to do what is right, and you stand firm in your faith, and you move forward despite the challenges and the fear that arises. Example of this is what I said, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be dismayed. That's an interesting word for the Lord thy God is with thee wherever that you go. So good courage is tied to confident in God's presence, not in your own ability. Bad courage. So this is the kind of courage that comes from arrogance, self-reliance. That's a good word. Or reckless disregard for God's presence. It might be boldness and sin, prideful confidence, or courage fueled by worldly desires. An example, people who built the Tower of Babel, that's a great example. Genesis 11:4 had the courage to defy God. They had the courage to do that, but it was rooted in pride and self-exaltation rather than faith. So what the Bible means to be of good courage is to trust in Jesus' strength, not your own. Moving forward in faith, even when you feel weak, even when it doesn't make sense, and even when you don't feel like it. When you're afraid or when it's inconvenient, to still move in faith. And most importantly, remember that Jesus is with you through it all. Be of good courage.